Welcome back to me talking for a while. It's it's been a hot minute. I have a new microphone now, so things might be a little louder. I think I'm actually going to turn it down a little bit like that. So, yeah, things have been crazy, and I've been really busy. I wanted to do this every once a week, just every once in a while at least. And there's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to talk about. Go on here. I've had a whole idea about uh doing an episode about like butt rock or talking about stuff that has been going on media wise that I really actually wanted to talk about, but it's been a time, and that's actually what I wanted to talk a little bit about because I think I've approached the limit of what a person realistically can do, and that scares me a little bit, and I don't like that. So, basically, yesterday I fell asleep at 5:30 after dinner. Basically, I think it was around 5:30. I was so tired after dinner that I fell asleep on the couch before anything else because I didn't have the energy to clean up. And Monday as well, I this is recorded on a Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, the Wednesday. And Monday as well, I went home and I was so tired that I almost all I did was just sit on the couch and stare at TikTok for 3 hours because I thought it was too early to go to bed. And I think I just need to realize that even though I love doing all of the things that I'm doing, and I'm incredibly privileged that I have this much stuff to do, I think it's time to cut back a little bit. And not unlike it sounds weird when you say it like that, because it's not like I want to do less things. It's just I've been doing with work on top of everything. It's just I guess I just need a break. Like I've been trying to work these past couple days and it's just not been happening. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I forgot I had my automatic put my phone back on audio when my work day is done. Because I closed my computer the moment I finished working. I closed my work laptop and then I switched on my desktop to record this. And I don't know why. I guess it's just important for me to talk about the fact that the the, the human capacity is a fucking strange ass thing. And I don't know, I think I need to listen to myself a little bit more. I don't know if this is like a cautionary tale or if this is just me ranting into a microphone for a little while, but at least it certainly is something. And so basically this past week, I don't know what happened before this actually. I feel like lately I've just been so busy that like I got the new Pokemon game, and usually I bang through those in a week, and I'm really proud that I bang through those in a week. Because I don't know, it's just always been like a tradition that I do it, and I take the time to sit down and just play through them, and then I have a great time. But I haven't this time. I haven't. I've barely even I think I'm like 3/4 through or something. So it's not like I haven't done anything, and the things I've done instead have been really nice, but I've also noticed that there's a lot of things that I really want to do that I've had to leave by the wayside because I'm just too tired. And I think I really need to respect the energy drain that is the full time job. And lately I've been in a bit of a hubris, I guess. I've been doing a lot of other things, stuff that I wanted to do, plans that I wanted to have that were really fun, and I don't regret even a single second of anything I did. And to be honest, I would have done it again, but when you become like a full-time adult job person, it kind of gets a little bit more complicated. Because you just have this hole of energy that sucks everything out of you for 8 hours a day, and then you're supposed to have a life afterwards as well. And I don't know how to do that because when I tried to give myself the energy, give myself the time to be tired after work, then I ended up being miserable because my entire life was just work. And then I tried to do lots of other things, and then I ended up being too tired to do anything and falling asleep at work. And now I'm trying to find this middle ground, and it's really hard. Like a lot of things that I've been meaning to catch up on. A whole lot of my friends that I want to see that I haven't had the time to. And I don't know what to do about it really. And that's the thing about becoming a corporate lady. Like you kind of figure out that your life isn't really your own anymore. It kind of belongs to the corporation in a sense. And sure, you can like your coworkers are nice enough to say like, "Oh yeah, sure, you can like take a time off and relax a little bit. It's fine. You'll get it next time and yada yada." But I don't know. It's never that easy because you still get pressure to do all sorts of stuff from the company you work for, and then you have to catch up on everything. And of course, that's what a job is. You have to work for it. And in a lot of ways, it's not that different from university, except like there aren't really any consequences when you work in a real job. It doesn't feel like there are, at least, because like the worst thing that happens is that the deadline gets pushed back a little bit. Even then, that's not really an issue. But of course, like you do everything you can to make things work, and you do everything in your power to give everything your 100%. And the problem is that you have to give 100% to your job so that you, when you come out on the other side, you don't really have 100% left. And I guess what I'm really baffled about, more than anything in all of this, because corporate work is fucking overwhelming. And I don't know, I haven't had a real vacation since summer, where I had 2 weeks. And next week, I'm going on a 2 week vacation, 2 weeks and 1 day to be exact. And I've had like a prolonged weekend, like two prolonged weekends since then, but that's nothing. You never have the time to sit down and take a break. And for how much energy that I feel like I'm missing in my life, I'm kind of like, how do other people do this? My mom had kids while she had her full-time job on the side. My dad, well, had kids too. Well, has, I guess, but we don't live at home anymore. But how the fuck did they have the energy to do this? How does anyone have the energy to do this? Is this just how it is? Are you just supposed to give everything that you have until you burn out because you want to have a life also? I don't know. All I know is that I've been really tired lately. I've been really absent from a lot of things that I wanted to not be absent from. And there's a lot of people that I wanted to see that I haven't been able to see. And I don't know. sometimes I do wonder, like, maybe there is something about trying to take more regular vacations. Maybe that would do it. So I don't think the solution lies in not having a life on the side of your life. Because why would it be like on the side of your work life? Because if all I did was work, then that would be everything I did, and that's I've tried that. I cannot recommend it to any of you. And I know a lot of my friends don't have corporate jobs yet, and I talked to a friend of mine who she got a corporate job this year. She graduated her thesis. She started it up, and like she's one of my non-Twitter friends, but we hang out from time to time. And we talk about regularly, like, okay, what's going on with her work, and every time she's like, oh, this sucks. This stuff is so frustrating. There's so much stuff going on. I'm like, you're not wrong. Like, it is really hard, and it is like, even though I love my job, I really do. I think what I do is very fun and very like super cool, and I really love doing it, and she does too. But it's so much time, and it's so much time with people who you're kind of forced to like, because you're spending 40 hours a week with them. I spend more time with my coworkers than I do with literally anyone else in my entire life. And that scares me a bit. And I did the math, and if it wasn't for the fact that weekends are the saving grace, like the race is pretty tight between how much my coworkers see their actual real families that they love and spend time with, and like their children, and the time that they see me. It's close, and it's a lot closer than I care to admit. And I don't know what to do about that. Well, I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. I'm not the boss of anything. But well, I don't know. I also just work in an industry that has a lot of overtime and demands a lot of brain activity from people and a lot of work to do all the time and a lot of pressure because I'm a consultant. So there's people relying on what we do, and like I said, like the worst thing that could happen is that you can get your project extended, and that's not always true. So, like, what happens then? You just have to give more of yourself, and you just have to keep giving more. And it's such a weird feeling that you really have to give so much of yourself to everything that you do. But at the end of the day, you just end up giving nothing to nobody. And that's kind of where I'm at now. Where I'm just so tired all the time. Where my body is physically stopping me from doing much of anything because it's exhausted. And it really is true that like if you're gonna have to take a break no matter what, but if you don't choose to take a break, your body will choose when to take it for you, and I guess that's what my body is doing right now. It's it's tiring. Hmm. But it's 2 weeks left. Or week and a half, right? Wednesday today, Thursday tomorrow, Friday. And then all of next week. And then it's vacation time. And hopefully those 2 weeks will do me well enough. Well enough that I can come back next year and not be this tired all the time. But I don't know what's going to happen. Because a lot of things are going to change next year. like more like I don't know. Next year's gonna be really strange. And I'm kind of worried a little bit. Maybe that's also some of the stuff that makes me so tired. There's a lot of prep work to be done. I have a whole party to attend to, and I'm worried that, well, I'm worried about a lot of things. That's the thing. There's too much stuff going on in my life right now. November and December are always so tiring. Like, I thought that I was gonna try to calm it down this year. I was gonna try to relax, try to make things a little easier for myself, but it turns out that I don't know. Because I haven't made overly lots of plans since December. My November exploded. Shit was a bit crazy. And I had fun, but it was also just a lot. Like, weeks upon weeks of having, like, maybe 1 or 2 days at home a week where I didn't have any plans. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week. And I don't, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to balance your life when you're a corporate adult. And I don't know, I don't really feel like there's any help to gain from anywhere because, well, I'm the first of my friends to become a corporate adult. And, well, my parents have been doing it for so many years by now that they find it so natural. And I tried to talk to some of my other friends about it. And, well, one of my friends I talked to who is one of my old coworkers has just violently reserved her weekends for her own time. And I can respect that, but then again, there's too much stuff I want to do, but maybe I do need like a hard, fast rule that these days, some days, not the weekend, because it's too much stuff to do in the weekend, too many people to see, but like be more hard and fast with some of the stuff that I do. I haven't been to my physical therapy for like a month, full ass month, because I've been doing so many other things, and that scares me. I've been feeling it too, and both I'm like I'm out of shape. I can feel I have not done exercise in so long, and I actually really came to enjoy it. But so that's a thing, and also like, I don't know. I talk to like whenever I talk to people who have are like my age in corporate, they either are completely breaking down with stress or, well, I don't know how they manage it. They have some hard fast rules that they really attend to, I guess. I cannot believe that those are the two options that are there. It's a lot about, like there's the meme thing with like things you can do in school. It's like some triangles. It's like have a social life, get good grades, or get sleep. And you can only choose two. And I feel like for when you graduate university, when you get a corporate job, I feel like one of those choices have already been chosen for you. You need to get good grades. So, really, you can only choose between having friends or getting sleep. But the problem is that getting sleep, obviously, not getting sleep interferes with the other two so much that kind of makes it irrelevant. It's not really a choice. So you kind of just bounce back and forth between not getting sleep and not having friends, which is an odd choice. It's a strange situation to be in. That you're constantly trying to have friends, but also have a healthy life. The two things that are kind of fighting against each other when you're an adult person. It's. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I don't know if there is any conclusion to this. I'm just burnt out. And I've really been thinking about what to do about it. Like, I think I can handle another week and a half more. I think I can. But at the end of the day, I don't know. And this week and next week, I don't really have many plans, but like I am seeing. Oh, that was my stomach. I don't know if that was picked up on the microphone. But I am like. I do have plans this weekend. Plans that are going to be exhausting. And I am building up plans for next week as well. And there's another thing at the end of next week that's going to be, again, exhausting. And I know I'm going to have to be there because I know I want to be there, but I know that it's going to take a lot of me. It's going to take a lot of me to have the energy to be there, but people expect me to be there. And again, it's such a privileged position to be in that I have an event to go to that people want me to be at. But I'm so tired. And for some of these things, I feel like I don't really have a choice. Like, there are lots of stuff that I do that is fun, where I hang out with my friends and I'm having a great time, and I love those. And those things give me lots of energy and makes my life have meaning. But then there's also just the stuff that's happening otherwise that I feel more obligated to go to. Where I don't really feel like it, but I do it anyway. And I know I could probably just say no. But I don't because, well, I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's enough of me rambling about being tired and with my life. But it's, I think I just really need a vacation, and it's coming to a point where it's getting really noticeable that I haven't had a vacation for a good long while, and that I probably should take a longer one that I can have, but I can't. And maybe I should seek out opportunities to get vacations more often in the future. Smaller ones. Doesn't really need to be big, long everything. I took like a prolonged weekend a couple weeks back where I went on a little trip. And it was nice, and that was really all I needed. Just like a 3-day vacation, a 3-day weekend. It felt like forever. I guess I just need to be better to take those every now and then, even if it means that my summer vacations are going to be shorter and my Christmas vacation is going to be even shorter as well. And of course, it doesn't help. It's dark out, it's cold, it's wet. And that is generally really tiring, just in general. Like during the summer, this was still a problem. Yeah, actually, doesn't feel like it was as much of a problem, but like it's dark out now, and I'm getting a little sleepy, and it's 4:30, and I don't know what to do about that. So I guess the lesson from all of this is, if you're gonna get a corporate job, just really take care of yourself. It's not fucking easy, and it's something completely different than what you're used to. You're not going to be prepared for it. Like, no matter what you do, you can't prepare for getting a corporate job, and it's gonna tear you apart for a while, and then you're gonna feel like you have it under control, and then it's gonna tear you apart for a while again, and then that's kind of just how it goes. But I don't know. It is nice to have the days off that you have off at least, and it is nice to be sick without feeling too bad about it. It's not all without benefits. That's the word. But yeah, be careful once you graduate. Be fucking careful. It's a rough world out there. It's fun. Work is fun. But it's really, really hard. And it's hard in a way that is just different from anything else. And I don't think there's any real way to prepare for it. And I don't know. I want to invite some people over to talk about what it's like being a corporate person. So make a podcast about it. Because I think that would be fun, and I think that's interesting, and because it's such a weird thing, and it's not. It's so different from anything you can ever imagine that it is, and I don't know how to describe it. Other than the fact that I'm really, really tired. I'm just so tired. But I'm glad that I got myself to do this. At least. So that was a win. I wanted to do this for so long. Haven't had the opportunity to. So I guess that's a plus. Things are going forward. Doing what I can to be a person again. Ugh. But yeah. Take care of yourself. Really. Make sure you keep taking care of yourself out there after studies as well. Don't treat it as if it's the same. Oh, I had my life under control while I was studying. It's going to be fine when I'm at work as well. It's not. It's so different. I've been full-time for almost 2 years now, and I'm still wrapping my head around it. I don't know how. I don't know how to do it properly yet. I don't know how these people have a work-life balance. I don't know how these people have kids that they can go home to and give energy to. Because I get home and I have to just sit for like an hour before I can do anything again. And I feel like I really, really understand the working parents who come home and are just tired. We're just tired. And I have so much respect for everyone who can work and still have a life, who can still have the energy to do stuff afterwards. I don't know how you do it, but God, I wish I knew how. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. I have also been talking for half an hour, just straight ranting about how tired I am and how work is strange. I'm kind of hungry. I should cook some dinner. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. A little early, but fuck it. I'm gonna fall asleep super early anyways, and why not move everything else up a couple hours? Who fucking cares? Alright, thanks for listening along. See you whenever. And also listen to my other podcast that's gonna get uploaded at some point. It's gonna be great. It's one of the things that I spent time doing this past month that I really wanted to, that I spent a lot of energy on, that maybe should have probably been more careful with planning, but I had fun, so who cares? And I would do it again because I love doing that. It's really a thing. Podcasting really quickly became a creative outlet for me, and I don't know why. I guess I just like talking a lot. to myself, to other people. So if I can put one advice out there for people who are graduating, going towards their new adult lives, find something, anything that can keep you grounded a little bit. Because it'll keep you sane, but there's going to be like months where you don't have any time to do it at all. There's going to be so long. You're going to have to kind of admit to yourself that you're not going to have the time to do the things you want to do. You're not going to have the energy to do the things you want to do because life looks different now. And that sucks, but that's how it is. And you're just going to have to get used to that. But as long as you can hold on to the things that, you care about doing, then I guess it feels less insane in the end. Feels fine. Feels like there's hope, light at the end of the tunnel. Get yourself a hobby even if you never do it. Talk to people learn that it's fine that you have people that you just don't talk to, even though you really, really want to talk to them. And I really hope that people know that I haven't forgotten anyone. I haven't abandoned anyone. I just don't have the time. I don't have the energy. And that's the thing that sucks the most. To admit to yourself that you don't have the energy to do the things you want to do. Because that's just what life looks like now. And will look like for the next many, 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 many years. So get yourself a job that's actually fun. Because no matter what, you're going to be exhausted. No matter what, it's kind of going to suck from time to time. It's not going to be all great and something. But if you want to, there's a lot of sacrifices to be made in every part of your life when you become an adult, and you have to learn to live with those sacrifices that you make and try to minimize them or alter around what parts you sacrifice so that you don't feel too sucky. All right. Peace out.